Hello and welcome to the B60 Top 4 show. Today we've got Sam and Manny joining the show. I thought I'd start with you, Manny. Um, Obviously, disappointing result against Fulham um, and 2-0 win against Brentford. What do you think of the games?
Starting off with a Fulham game, that's probably one of the worst games I've ever seen Chelsea. Well, one of the worst performances I've seen this season. Obviously, we Cucurella got sent off, a rightful red card. I mean, I don't know what he was trying to do. In those sort of situations when the players through on goal, just let them score because now you put us in a situation where we've got to play the majority of the game with 10 men. You give them a good opportunity on the edge of the box. Okay, they didn't score, but I don't know. I think we've got a real problem with getting red cards. I mean, the amount of I think under Maresca, I think it's nearly half of the games he managed this season we had red cards. Um, yeah, it's just really poor. But just in terms of that isolated game, we were just it wasn't really a great performance. We had a few chances where we were able to break on them, but yeah, overall it was really poor. Two poor goals conceded. Um, Alejandro Garnacho, I mean, just poor. Pedro Neto, I mean, in that game he was useless. And it's weird. I don't know how to explain it. Like the weird thing is, like I like both of them. Like I like Pedro Neto and I like Garnacho. Like the way they play is actually they're hella direct. Like when they get the ball, they're actually trying to do something with it, like create it. I mean, obviously in this era of wingers, like it's rare to see like wingers that actually try to get at the fullbacks. But them two actually try to do it, but their end product, especially Garnacho's been awful this season with his end product, and Pedro Neto, I don't know, the past few games he's been really poor because he is a player that actually does have quality, but he's just been poor recently. But yeah, just in that game, just really poor. They were deserved winners in the end. Um, and yeah, man, I think it's a game where we needed to bounce back. Um, I know we did do against Brentford, 2-0 at home, but even in that game, we got lucky. If I mean, we won 2-0, but it don't really tell the story of the game. They had the better chances in that game. I feel like on another day we could have easily lost that game 3-1, 2-1, 3-1 with the amount of chances that Brentford had. Sharda had so many chances where if he had his shooting boots on, it would have been a different story. Um, and yeah, it's just, I mean, I don't know what to expect. I mean, the thing is, like, we've the perform. How can I say it? Like, recently, we've not been able to get away with just we've been getting away kind of with not playing that great, but getting results. That's why we're sat in sixth with only 2 points off fourth. But I feel like if we carry on performing like this, I can't really see us getting Champions League, especially with the fact that I mean, people talk about how United have been poor this season, but they're literally above us. Yeah, it's just I think we're in a mess this season, and the future don't look bright, man. So yeah, man, it's poor, it's poor.
Yeah, I think he did get a bit lucky that Brentford game. I know Sharda as well. There was a chance though where he cut back and he tried to pass it. I don't know why he didn't just shoot.
Yeah,
Um,
that was the best chance of the game. He should have scored that.
yeah, but I don't understand why like I don't as a striker I don't get how you don't shoot in that position. Like he's right in front of goal. Um,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. This is what I'm saying. Like, I feel like maybe if that chance fell to Igor Thiago,
Probably bad.
probably 1-0 to them. Do you know what I mean? So, like, someone who has more of an instinct for the goal. But yeah, we 100% got lucky. But yeah, it's just on to the next one, man. I feel like at this point we just got to kind of pick up points where we can if we want to get into them Champions League spots.
Yeah, and I think like midweek as well, obviously I know you played us that Carabao Cup game. Yeah, I don't think you look like I don't know, I think you look better under Maresca against us personally. Um
I think. it's hard to say. I mean, obviously that was only really Liam Rossini's second game. I mean, it's gonna take time, like it does with every manager, to kind of put your own thumbprint on like the way you want your team to play. I'm happy to obviously give him time. Like, I mean, when you got a manager, you got to back him. Obviously, we did look better when we had Maresco against Hughes, but I feel like with this team, we're such a young team. Do you know what I mean? Even under Maresca, you guys saw it. Like we're a very what's the word? Like inconsistent. So one game we'll play really well, and then another game we'll just play really poorly. And that's never going to change unless we bring some experience into the side. So yeah, man. But
Yeah,
yeah, I wouldn't look into the Arsenal game too much in the EFL Cup just because we didn't really have our best team out, and I don't think really morale. I think there's probably a weird feeling in the group right now with obviously Maresca being sacked. I don't think any player really wanted Maresca gone, but obviously because of the what was happening behind the scenes, he ended up getting sacked. So yeah, it's all a bit weird.
yeah. I don't know. In a weird kind of way, I think the Carabao Cup game is a bit telling in the fact that like obviously you've spent like 2.5 billion, but you had like three of your key players out, and then you kind of look at the rest of the team, and it's like on the squad, it's a bit underwhelming, I think,
Mm.
for the amount you spent. I know you're looking at bringing in the centre back in January, which I think you probably needed to do in the summer anyway. But again, I think you're looking at a youngster again in Jeremy Jacquet. Like he is really highly rated. But again, he's like a 19, 20-year-old kid. Um, I just think if you're going to bring a centre back in, I think you need an experienced one. I think you need a leader at the back. I know Reece James is probably the leader in your back line at the minute, but I just feel like since like Thiago Silva's left, I know he probably wasn't in his prime, but like you haven't really had like a genuine leader at the back since him. Um,
You know what it is about what I've noticed about our owners? Like, I think they might be like either gamblers or like they work in the stock market because the way they be buying all these young players, like, do you know, like, where you just like you're playing roulette and you just throw it on red and you just hope it hits, or
yeah.
like you just throw it on a number and hope it hits. Like this, that's what these guys what they're doing, just constantly, just gambling on young players, hoping they find the next Cole Palmer. Um, and so far they've only found what only Cole Palmer really out of all the young players they've bought. So I just feel like if they're gonna be constantly gambling, we're definitely going down a dark route because I don't think any good side has won anything really with young players. I don't know if you guys can name a young side that's even done remotely well. Obviously, you got that Ajax side, the Champions League. That's about it. It's the only one I can think of. So I don't know.
Yeah, I can't think of too many that have won league titles. I think you got to have that bit of experience, that bit of know-how.
We was
But
Arsenal was doing that at the start. Remember, we was buying young players, like 22-year-olds, but we didn't just buy young players. We bought experience at the right time.
Yeah, we ain't trying to buy experience. It's either
You know what I
young.
mean? Comes a time when you're trying to build a team, you're trying to buy young players because they're cheap and developing, but you can't just keep buying young players. You need to add experience as well. You need to find a balance. I feel
yeah,
like
I think in
Chelsea
a
just
weird kind of
buying
way,
young
it's
players.
almost like the recruitment squad is trying to treat it like career mode. Like, oh, we'll buy the young players,
Yeah, yeah,
develop,
yeah. That's what I was
reach
trying
their
to do.
potential. Whereas, like in real football, like unfortunately, like it doesn't work a lot. Not every player will reach their potential. Like someone will
And even
struggle.
though as well, for like young players to reach their potential, they need experience alongside them.
Yeah,
That's
facts.
how they reach the that's how they reach the potential.
Yeah, like someone to even learn, like someone to learn from, and also
Yeah.
like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
even playing that well, you can get taken out the team. Like, but everyone's just so young. Like, if you take Cole Palmer out the team, you bring him. Well, it was Bomanate. If you take Garnacho out the team, you bring in Gittins. It's just I don't know, man.
Yeah, even Ganacho himself is young, right? So like,
Saying like everyone's just like, bro, we're basically an academy, bro. Like it's just mad. Like, and the only reason they do that is because we're good at selling players. So it's like, if a player don't work out, you're like, oh well, look at the potential. Then we just sell them on. Like, I feel like the same's going to happen to a couple of the players we've got now.
The treat as a business. Do you not think?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
That's how it is.
the business.
yeah, because you think like if they're buying young, they know like the resale value will still be there. They're not going to buy someone
Yeah,
Exactly.
27 and then think like, well, after a couple of years, it don't work out, he's going to go for nothing. Like,
yeah. These owners ain't trying to win. I'll be so real. I feel like they kind of were at the start. That's why we were a bit successful in the Club World Cup. And what's that other trophy we won? The well, we're supposed to win the bro. We would have won the Conference League with our under-21s, bro. But these owners, they ain't trying to challenge for the league or nothing. I think they'd be happy to get top four. That's why I kind of feel like we're turning slowly into what Arsenal was like. You know, in Wenger's last days, with not in terms of like the team, but the mentality of the fact that top four is okay. If you get top four, have a good cup run, then that's probably enough. But Chelsea fans don't want that. We want to be up there challenging for the league, and yeah, it's just not good enough. And it's not really going to change until these guys change the transfer policy, because there's no way we're going to be able to get close to like the likes of City or Arsenal, just constantly buying players.
you shouldn't really be dropping your standards that low just because you've got the finances to go buy players. I think we obviously aim for top four every season because we were trying to pay off the stadium. We were selling our best players like every summer. So I think we were just trying to maintain where we were at because we weren't like actively like investing in the squad. I think if you spent like 2.5 billion, like I know, don't get me wrong, like obviously some of those transfers ain't worth. That's going to happen in recruitment, but I think like yeah, I think your recruitment like major needs to look at because with the amount of investment you have, like it's not like they're not. It's not like the club like the owners aren't showing ambition. I just think they need a bit more direction with how they're spending their money. If that makes
Uh,
sense.
they, they aren't showing. They're not showing ambition though, and the reason why I say that is because you have. How do I say this? You have young players and you have young, already talented players. It's like, for example, like you have your Yamals, Pedri, like Fermin Lopez, um, like all these like kind of young players around the world. The Arda Gulas, do you know what I mean? Like these are like recognized young, talented players. Like if you want to go young and you want to build like a top squad, like try and like get these sort of players. Obviously, these are like first team players in their teams, but if you're gonna try and go young, then try and get the best young players in the world. There's no point going for unknown young players. Like, where's that gonna get you? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think that's what they're trying to do, though. It just happens that like not every young player like feels potential. Like you can't say they haven't targeted like Caicedo or even to be honest, even Esteban. I think he's quality. Like Cole Palmer's like worked out perfectly. I think it's just if you look at most teams, like they're not buying these players that the rate Chelsea are. Do you know what I mean? Like they're sprinkling a few young players here, they're buying a few experienced players. I think problem is you're buying so many of them that like not all of them are going to work out. Like I
But
feel like in a weird kind of way, like it's almost like you know, like Pokemon, you try and catch them all. Like they're just start trying to buy all the young talents. Like, bro, you still got players coming in. Like what, Omega's gonna come in, he's another youngster, Giovanni Kenda's gonna come in the summer. Like, yeah, like in all fairness, like it is kind of like career, bro. Like you're just buying all the best young players you can and then just throwing them
yeah, it
together
just
to see what happens.
works. Yeah, man. I think if they have any kind of like thought to what they're doing, they're just probably hoping like all these players will just grow together. So when they eventually get to that prime age, you know, around the ages of like 25 to like 28,
Yeah.
then everybody just suddenly turns into a world class player. But
Mm.
like you said, it doesn't work like that. Like not everyone's just going to fulfill the potential and just become a world class player. You got to get that experience in the squad or by some recognised talent, like City did with like Gerhi and Semenyo. Do you know what I mean? Like just recognise players where you know what you're going to get. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, man. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, even Mark Gehi, I'm surprised. Like, I don't know whether you made a bit of effort for him, but I think like in terms of what you need, he's been captain, he's a bit of a leader. I think would have done a decent job. He's an all right age as well, isn't he? So obviously
Yeah,
he's not like early, well, he's mid to late 20s, isn't he? But I think
yeah,
he's not
yeah.
short.
Man, he would have been a good signing, but you know what Ron is. He's not. He's not part of. He wouldn't fit the profile of play we're going for. He's
Yeah, I
always,
suppose the thing as well is like you've let him go, so you're gonna bring him back. Like it's probably
yeah,
to go with it as well. But anyway, I'll move on to Arsenal. Obviously 2-0 draws. We've still kind of managed to extend the lead at the top of the table, although not as much, obviously, as you would have liked, over City and Villa. But Sam, what did you think of the games?
Yeah, so we need to see this like take the chances, isn't it? Like literally City have drawn they've drawn 3 games, the last 3 games and they've lost one. We Liverpool come to an Emirates and we just didn't take our chances. To be fair, in the first half, we can't. I thought we played really well in some spell in the first half because we had them pinned into the half in it, and then we just obviously had a lot of the ball, but we didn't really create much. I think that's the main. I think that's our main issue. But like we're getting in this right situation, but we're not creating. We're not creating that cutting edge chances. Um, and then obviously in the second half, I was expecting us to be all over them in the second half because after the first half, I was thinking, oh yeah, the momentum's on our side. And then next thing you know, Liverpool playing like prime time Barcelona. Right? Yeah, I mean that's how they was playing, bro, against us in the second half. And that's a Liverpool team that's been poor all season. And if you're trying to be champions, you can't have a poor Liverpool team like that playing like that at your own stadium. So I felt like that game we didn't have enough. We kind of bottled it. That Liverpool game, in the second half, the game was there. Like it's Liverpool, they're not playing that well. We just bottled it. So yeah, that was that. The game against Nottingham Forest again. I don't even know which one was worse because after watching City lose 3-0 to Man United after our five kickoff, you just got to take the chances, isn't it? I mean, that Martinelli missed a few chances. I thought Saka as well. To be fair, that was a good save for himself. So, it was a good save. I think the game was there to be won, but I just felt again like Odegaard, bro, like this guy's he's literally had a shocker in the last 3 games. He's literally not. He's not even like. It's like he's not playing with the pitch. He was missing against Chelsea. He was definitely missing against Liverpool, and then Nottingham Forest. Like, did you even see him get on the ball that much?
Yeah, it was weird because he played really well against Villa, and then like since then he's
Yeah, it's
dropped
just
off.
like
But and I know a lot of Arsenal fans are calling it start Eze as well, but recent weeks I don't think Eze's done much either, to be honest. He struggled even like the FA Cup game against Portsmouth. It's Portsmouth, and I don't think Eze did anything the whole game.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that's the
He did
first start he's had in a
struggle.
while. But yeah, I think the chances against Forest is frustrating. Like that chance for Martinelli, I don't know
He
how
has
he's
to
missed that.
score.
It's just like it's harder to put it wide of the post. Like, I don't know how
Yeah,
he's actually physically missed it.
I
Like
think
it's so
he's
difficult to miss
taking
him.
it. He's taking it with his. If you notice, he takes the shot with his left foot.
Mm. Yeah, obviously
But
still with his left. I know he's right footed, but even then, bro, he's a professional
he's got
player.
enough time. He's even got enough time to like use his right foot.
I don't know
But
whether he's
like,
just tried. He's seen cells like spread himself and thought he has to put it like directly in the corner.
yeah,
I think
I didn't know
even
what he
the way
was
he
doing as
sells it, if
well.
he puts it straight at him, it goes through his legs. I just don't. I don't know. I think yeah, it was shocking. And even then, there was more chance as well. I think there's that Marino one at the end, and where he's got his head on it. And I think if he just leaves it, Gabriel's in at the back
Yeah,
post. Even then, though, I think Marino, he's got to put that on target. There's a chance as well where Gyökeres got him behind or Marilla. I know Marilla recovered, but for me, Gyökeres, I just think, I don't know. For me, like he looked like he had a lot of pace at Sporting Lisbon, but I think in the Premier League, he's just average, isn't he?
he's
In
too.
terms of
Yeah, he's
physicality,
not doing
like
it permanently.
he's not.
That
Yeah,
that
I know
chance.
Marilla's not the slowest centre, but don't be wrong, he's fairly quick. But yeah, I think again, he's got to be a little bit sharper then. I think there's one
Yeah,
touch where he bobbles it quite far in front of him. I don't know if that just gives Marino the chance to get back in. Um,
yo, I bet Murillo, I bet Gyökeres was confused when he saw Murillo. Can't catching him up.
Bro, to be fair to him, he had space in it, so no Melo came in. It was mad. Like it was
Yeah,
good defending, to be fair to him. But yeah, I think Sels had a good game. But the Liverpool game for me, like the first 20 minutes, like I thought, all right, fair enough. I was expecting us to win the game. I thought we were looking at controlling the game. I don't think either team really created a lot of chances, but like after the first 20 minutes, I think the momentum kind of just swung. And like the second half, I think, yeah, I don't know, just a bit
they played
lackluster from us. Like,
they played you off the pitch in the second half, I think.
Bro, they did.
yeah, but I think we like even I don't know. I think we were very flat in the second half as well. I don't get me wrong, Liverpool did play a lot better second half, but I just think like we're at home, like just didn't really wrestle any momentum, didn't try and get control of the game, like, and I think offensively we're not creating enough chances, but I don't think our attacking players are taking enough risk. I think we're a bit
That's the
too safe. I think especially like Erdegaard, Eze recently, like I don't know what it is, but I don't know
you
whether
know
that's
what
Arteta wanting
you know
control
what
of
I
the
think
game.
is. You know what I think is, yeah. I'm deep it. The Nottingham Forest play, game. You've got Timber, Gabriel, Saliba, White, Subamendi, Rice, and even Odegaard is an eight. To me, those all those players I've just mentioned are not really, apart from maybe Odegaard, they're not really that attacking.
Do
You
you know
get what I'm saying?
weirdly enough though, like I kind of get what you're saying. But I think when we have Ben White, he provides more of an attacking outlet on the right than I'd say Timber normally does. Like, don't be wrong, Timber's got a lot better going forward. But I think with his overlapping runs, he usually helps. Like I know Saka didn't start against Forest and he came on in the second half, but even then, like even some of the attacking players like Noni Madueke, like this season, to be fair to him, like usually if he gets the ball on the right hand side, he's beating his man. Like the
Mm.
end product may not always be there, but he's always getting at his man. Like even then, he was like, I don't think he had probably one of his worst performances. I think he's had an Arsenal shirt. Like I don't think he got taken off. Saka came on and it was better, but it's just like Martinelli as well could have been better. I think Gyökeres again, like had a decent game. Um, Against Chelsea, gets man of the match, and then again, just not good enough. I think he had 10 touches before he got taken off. Apparently lost the ball 4 times as well. So he
Did
only
you,
completed like 4 of his 6 passes, like so it wasn't good enough for him. And it's not just him. I think a lot of the players in the team didn't do that well. But I think I get what you're saying with the point. But I think even Zubimendi, bro, he usually offers stuff going forward as well. Like he's not always the one that sits at the base. Like he'll go forward, and sometimes Rice will stay back. Like he did it against Chelsea. I don't know. Like, I don't
You
know
know what I
whether the
think?
team got a bit complacent and just thought, oh yeah, City have lost. We're 9 points clear. They're probably thinking about it in their heads, and then they took the half the ball or what. But
We've
I
never
don't know.
looked that fluid in attack. Like if you look at PSG team, they play with that 3-8 kind of. They've got fullback. Their wingers are always constantly attacking. Ikimi, in double as well. And what's the left back called again? Always
Nuno
constantly
Mendes.
attacking. Mendes, yeah. So if you're going to play that system with like a 3-8, you need your wingers and your fullbacks to be attacking. Otherwise, you're not going to look as fluid, and I think that's the problem.
Yeah, I think as a team, though, I think we're more set up to be defensively solid than we are. As
To
in,
attack,
we favor, yeah, being defensively
yeah.
solid over being attacking. I think it's just the way Arteta's always set up. He's looked to control games. We do keep possession well, but like. Yeah, like you said, it's there's not as much attacking impetus as like a PSG with the bombing from like wing backs, fullbacks, sorry. But then I don't know if we even have the personnel for that. Like, if you look at our fullbacks, a lot of them are centre backs that have been converted to play at fullback. Like, you've got Timber and Ben White, again, both started as centre backs. Calafiori, technically, is centre back. He's moved out to left back. When Nkapie plays left back, I think he's more of a centre back. Lewis Skelly really is a centre mid or a DM that's moved
Mm.
to left back. So they're not going to be players that like bomb, with the exception of probably Ben White. They're not going to be players that like bomb forward. I think it's Timber's improved, but like none of them are like natural attacking fullbacks. But even then, I think you can look at them guys, but at the end of the day, if you look at the attacking players on the pitch, like especially in the 10, I don't think they're doing enough. Like I'll be honest, I'm surprised Waneri's not been getting minutes recently because I know Erdegaard's captain and Arteta will play him and Eze's not been playing well. I'm surprised he's not been given a chance. Maybe not to start, but at least come off the bench because I know it was only Portsmouth, but when he came on, he hadn't started in ages. I mean, he's only had 5 appearances this season, but he looked quality.
Yeah, look, it looked good against Bournemouth.
And it's not like he hasn't proven it. Like last season when Saka got injured, he stepped up. He was scoring goals.
Yeah.
He got like 9, 10 goals last season. So I'm surprised he's not played as much. I know there was talk about him potentially going on loan. And I think Bournemouth wanted him after losing Semenyo, but it looks like he's decided to stay because he feels like he can learn a lot from the title challenge. Which is quite a brave decision from him, but I just hope he's rewarded with some minutes because at the minute I feel like no matter how Erdegaard plays, or he's kind of just going to start, isn't he? Which I think,
He's had three bad ball games in the last 3 games. Like
yeah, and
you
he
can't
still
just keep
start.
starting him.
Yeah, I think it'll probably get to that point where I think where Havertz is back to full fitness, he'll probably take Gyökeres's place up front.
Do you think
I th
when Odegaard was injured, do you think we looked more likely to score in games with Eze playing? Look, think about the Newcastle game as well, because we were fluid against Newcastle.
yeah, to be fair, if you look at our biggest wins this season, what we had Atletico Madrid, Newcastle. There's two other
Tottenham.
games that are probably our best four performances. Erdegaard didn't actually play in any of them.
He didn't play in any of them. We were more fluid.
We had Eze in the 10. So
Yeah,
I think Eze, I suppose, as well, he does take a few more risks. Like he'll play that ball, that long ball over the top. You don't really get that with Erdegaard. But then even Eze, like we can bring Eze in, but Eze hasn't been great this like recently, has he? I don't think since Christmas period, I don't think he's been great.
let's be serious. Like, if you stop playing someone after you've discovered a hat trick and they don't play for the next 4 games, what's going to happen to their confidence? He's gonna. I mean, he's gonna go down. So you just need to. I think his players in that number 10 role is more fluid. You play 3-8 if your attacking fullback is going to be giving you like it's going to be going forward, give great chances. That's another reason why Saka is not playing, he's not scoring as much goals because he's playing out wide. He should be inside.
I think, do you know what it is about Arteta? I think if Odegaard's fit, I feel like he finds it hard to leave him out the starting 11, you know.
And do you know what I think it is with Arteta? I think it's because when Erdegaard plays off the ball, he's so important. I think that's why I think Arteta's reluctant not to play him because his off the ball work is probably better than Eze's. Like, is in terms of he'll lead the press. Um,
That's what
so I think that's
Rice and
why.
Zubimendi there to do.
So I think that's he alluded to in a press conference saying that Eze needs to work on his stuff off the ball. And I think he'll probably have to get used to it because obviously he's only just come into the team this season. But I don't know. I think the reason why I don't think he started Eze either as well is because he played him against Portsmouth, gave him a start, and then I think he was poor, to be honest. I know we won
Yeah,
it
he didn't really
comfortably, but
he
like
didn't do much of it.
it's not like he's come on and like just banged the door down. Manager saying, "Look, you need to start me," like and just put an amazing performance in, like, and that was in what relegation threat and championship side. Like, I don't know. I think it's frustrating because I think when Erdegaard's at his level, he's quality, but it's just like
Quality, yeah.
last 2 seasons or so, it's just lack that consistency. Like he'll put in a performance, he'll go missing for a couple of weeks, put in performance. Like we need more from him. I think Eze as well. Like I think he has had a few good performances, but I think we need a bit more from him as well. To be honest with you, I think the only person who's probably played to potential this season in our attacking line is probably Trossard, and I think that's probably it. I think everyone else has had flashes, but I don't think no one's like consistently performed. Even Saka, I think Saka's played well, but I don't think his output in terms of like goals and assists this season's been that great either.
Saka has not been his best, but he's still giving us,
Yeah, I'm not saying he's
something in
playing
those
badly,
moments.
but I'm just saying like in terms of like his
He-
normal standards, like bro, he gets you 30 GA like in all
yeah,
comps
yeah,
every season. Like, I
I
don't think he's gonna
agree.
do that this year. Um, so yeah, it's interesting. I think Gyökeres as well, like he does do a lot. He works hard. He occupies centre backs and stuff, but we need more from him.
We need more, man. He's a striker. He should be. I mean, a striker does not only score 2 non-penalty goals in the league all season playing for Arsenal.
Yeah,
That's shocking, bro.
yeah, he's got like
But
what 8 goals all comps, like
I think
20.
I swear Bentner was doing better than that when he was playing for Arsenal. Nicholas Bentner.
I don't know. I
He's I
don't
thought he's
know.
probably he's amongst he's amongst the worst strikers we've actually had at Arsenal.
What Gyökeres?
At the moment, is yeah, in the Premier League.
Yeah, he hadn't had the best start, I'll be honest.
Nah, but it can't carry on like this though. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
it's got
no, facts. No,
it
no, I
can't.
agree. Like, if he carries on this, he's gonna get dropped. It's gonna
He
happen.
has to.
No, but
The annoying thing is though, it's like even you took him off. Like Jesus came on, and I can see why they did it because they're playing a low block and you can drag players out of position with his dribbling and whatever. But even Jesus didn't do much.
Oh,
I
don't
think
get me started on Jesus, bro. I don't. He's another one. He's not good enough to play for Arsenal. He's shocking, bro. He's he's bad,
the
bro.
frustrating thing about him is he's got so much ability, but he's another one. He just doesn't know where the net is.
Yeah.
Like he's
Even
got the
his
dribbling,
older
get
play
into
was poor.
position. Yeah, and that's a weird thing.
His
Like
older
usually
play, yeah,
that's
he's
something he
got.
has. Like his link up play is usually good. I just think, yeah, I think we're calling for Havertz to come back and
You know, my hope is,
back to
yeah.
that
You remember
position.
that season where we scored 90 goals?
Mm.
It was with Havertz up front. And then I kind of see what Arteta's talking about his movement, the position it occupies. Maybe we're going to look more fluid when Havertz is fully fit. I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. He does like knacking his game where he just picks up the right positions.
The right position, yeah, we look more fluid in
Only
attack.
thing
So,
I'd say about Havertz is he gets goals like when he's in form, but he's another one sometimes where like, do you know like with Gyökeres where he doesn't have that striker's instincts where he doesn't gamble sometimes.
mm.
Like his movement's very intelligent. He'll create space for others. He'll do that. But again, like, I don't know if he's like a natural goal scorer. But
Yeah,
I
but
think
Havertz was,
I'll be honest though, I actually think he's someone who's probably capable of getting us. Not maybe in the league, but I think he'll probably get us 20, 25 goals in all comps.
yeah, he's the closest.
I mean,
Havertz is getting more chances than Gyökeres is at
yeah,
Arsenal.
before he had the that injury last season, I think he was on like 15 goals and assists. And when did he get injured? Like January time.
Yeah,
Worst
yeah.
comes to worst, he probably would have got 25 goals or comps. But yeah, I just think I'll be honest. I kind of thought I was hoping Gyökeres would be that finally have that ruthless goal scorer, but yeah, I don't know. I don't expect him to be a fancy footballer, but he's just not. He's like, I don't even need to have a lot of touches. I just need to score goals, and I just don't think.
Just get me 20 goals a season at least, bro.
Yeah, I
He's
just
not
think
ever doing
there's some
that.
players that just like aren't cut out for the Prem, and I think he might be one of those guys that will smash goals in other leagues, but it's just like maybe he's not quite up to the Prem level.
I think also as well, he's not up to playing against low blocks as well.
Yeah, but
but
If he goes,
even that though, but like. That chance against Mourinho on the weekend, like perfect example. That's the type of chance Gyökeres wants, right? Like running at goals, getting in behind. That's the kind of goals you're scoring at Sporting Lisbon. And like I think he relied a lot on his physicality because he could just destroy like most defenders in the Portuguese league, just get past them with ease, out muscle them. Whereas when he comes to the Prem, like his physicality is like average. Like most centre backs can deal with it. So like what does he have then? Do you get what I mean?
but surely like playing for Sporting, like they were probably the best team in the league when he was there. Surely they would have come up against low blocks like most weeks. Do you
But
know what I mean?
I get what you saying, but if you watch most of his goals, like they're in transition. Like the
I'm
team that
sprint.
plays on the counter, like it's that Amarim system. They got the wing backs bombing forward. He's don't get me wrong. I think the other thing that doesn't probably help him is the system. Like we have inverted wingers, so they're always cutting back rather than delivering the ball early, which I don't think helps. But
that doesn't help at all.
yeah, but I think he's got to improve. But with that, I'll end this week's show. Please like, subscribe, and comment. I'll catch you again next week.